Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We continue with our bakkie-based SUV series. I'd like to welcome today's contender, the all-new 2023 ISUZU MUX. The one we have today is the ONYX trim, the top of the line with all the bells and whistles. The MUX comes with 4 different variants. The LS 4x2, which costs 747,300, the LS 4x4, which costs 830,600, the LSE 4x2, which is 818,900, and the top of the range ONYX, which costs 922,800. There are 8 color variants, namely the Red Spino, the Santos Brown, the Sapphire Blue, the Onyx Black, the Obsidian Grey, the Mercury Silver, the Dolomite White, and the Splash White. Before we head to the drivetrain, let's start with the bold chrome front grille. When you look at the ISUZU MUX catalog, the word bold is everywhere. Clearly they were going for an aggressive look and they achieved that. That front grille stands out and is aggressive. With a 3-liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine that produces 140 kilowatts and 450 Newton meters of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox that pushes power to all 4 wheels. The one thing I don't like is that all the models come with the same engine that produces the same power. If I buy the top of the range and someone buys a base model, may I please at least have more power than that person? That's all I ask. The ISUZU has a claimed 7.6 liters per 100 kilometer fuel consumption, and if you compare this to its rivals, the Fortuner and the Everest, all these manufacturers have roughly the same claimed fuel consumption figure, which is around 7.5-7.6. But as we all know, fuel consumption depends on how you drive, and in an SUV, if we're being realistic, anything below 11 liters per 100 kilometers is fairly good. If you have a car that has a spare wheel underneath, you definitely need a spare wheel lock. The spare wheel lock that we see here does not come as standard. It's an extra that will cost you 1,500 at ISUZU. Given that a spare wheel can cost you upwards of 7,000 rands, what was 1.5? It's an investment. You are protecting 7,000 rands with 1.5. The boot space is 311 liters, but once you fold the third row seats, you get 2,138 liters, meaning that you can fit 3, 4, 5 large suitcases with no hassle. In order to fold the third row, you use this latch, which is easy to use. The second row seats fold on a 60-40 split, and the mechanism makes it easy to fold. The ONYX trim and the LSE get leather seats, whilst the LS receives only cloth seats. The rear passengers get a traditional 2-pin plug and 2 Type A USB ports. Unfortunately, there's no air conditioning now. There's some nice stitched leather throughout the cabin, and it's well built, if I do say so myself. You can choose between 3 driving modes: 2 high, 4 high and 4 low. There's also an electronic parking brake and a locking differential. The higher trim ONYX and LS receive a 9-inch infotainment touchscreen, whilst the LS gets a 7-inch touchscreen. The steering wheel controls comes as standard across all models. Honestly speaking, the infotainment system is not the best. It looks old and outdated, especially when you compare it to the rival, the Ford Ranger. The difference is literally night and day. It's like those old school aftermarket touchscreens that we used to buy. Honestly, ISUZU needs to do better on this one. I am loving that there are still manufacturers that have physical buttons for climate control. All the trim levels have digital gauges and a 4.2-inch multifunction display. This is where your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control and tire pressuring monitoring system can be accessed from. Mzansi Joyrides, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Technology was showing us flames. Only later did we realize that, oh, we didn't have the key with us. We had to call Mr. Tulani Mavundla, who's the salesperson at ISUZU CMH Estrand. He assisted us and made us very comfortable. If you need a car, please contact Mr. Tulani Mavundla at ISUZU CMH Estrand. His contact details are here.